around trying to like expose reverse boosters and that type of stuff on YouTube. The thing is, like, the whole logic of it just doesn't make much sense to me, because these same people are also very anti-skill-based matchmaking, but when you find a way to avoid skill-based matchmaking and actually have a little bit of fun on the game, they also don't want you to do that. So I'm not really sure what they want you to do. Like, you're supposed to get on the game and be upset and miserable, like that's fun. I don't know. I'm not sure what the point is, but whatever. Moving on. I guess a few months ago, I showed up on the COD Police's scanner, but the main problem with this case is that there is one fundamental difference between myself and most of the other like YouTubers and streamers that they come after, and that's that I haven't really like hidden anything. I literally tell you guys all the time, the way to get easy lobbies is to play with another account that has very bad stats. I've literally done it on stream in front of thousands of people watching me do it. So I'm just trying to have fun on COD, man. I've been playing COD since like COD 4, and you know, the last like few years of COD have been kind of ruined. And I'm trying to have fun again. That's literally my only goal here. Like, I don't care about anything else. So I don't really understand these weirdos' like obsession with me. Well, see, what happens is a lot of the other people they talk about A, ignore it, which I have been doing, but like these people won't leave me alone. So here we are. And number 2, they deny it, which is obviously not the thing to do, and they pretend that they don't reverse boost. So then the COD police got to do their duty to society to expose these people. But with me, that's obviously not the case. So you really have no reason to keep talking about me as much as these people do, and specifically this guy in general. The only things that make sense to me is either A, you're hoping to get some clout, some recognition off my name, or B, like, you want to suck my dick. Like, is that what it is? Like, you want a taste of my meat? I don't know. Those are really the only 2 things that make sense to me. Like, if you got a crush on me, bro, you just say that, man. I don't know. But this whole angle you're taking doesn't really make much sense, you know what I mean? You can't expose someone who's already exposed themselves. You know, it makes you look pretty stupid. It's like hacking into Lana Rhodes' iCloud and posting her nudes. Like, okay, man, like, cool, thanks for the post, I guess. Like, what was the point of that? You know what I mean? Like, you're not doing anything. So, with the introduction out the way, let's go ahead and dive a little bit deep, because I feel like I could probably end the video right here, but that wouldn't be any fun. So, let's start with the obsession. So, our first interaction takes place back in November 2020, so about 3 months ago now. He tweeted at me, "Breaking news, I'm receiving word that at OMG Birdman also using the first and then exploits. More on this story as it develops." I don't know why he put like breaking news, like it was some like, big discovery or even important at all. But I told you guys, like, you know, the COD police, they take this shit like really seriously. I responded in a pretty like normal way. I didn't touch or anything. I said, "Are you trolling like 8 thoughts or what, man? Like, I just can't be bothered."
Headfucking Phasma just entered the fray.
Right? I tried to drop it back in November. So he says, "LOL, it's just what I heard, not attacking you for it, you're fine." Okay, so he says he's not attacking me, I'm fine. Okay, whatever, we're good, right? I'm assuming that we're good, like there's no issue here, right? Because you'll notice, like, that's kind of like what these dudes do, right? They'll say something, and then if you respond, they'll kind of back down. They're like, "Hey man, I'm just trolling, bro. I don't mean it, bro. I'm just making a joke." But here we go, a couple days later, exclusive video or like a
this fight's about to get up close and
what it looks like, and this guy mentions my name again. I think I beat Birdman in the corner of the plane there. Okay, so we're now like a couple days later, he's still talking about me on Twitter. I don't respond, like I'm not talking about it, whatever. Okay, cool. Then he makes a video about me. I'm kind of like confused, you know what I mean? Because the guy told me when I responded to him, there's no issue. But then he's continued to mention my name in multiple tweets and videos. So like, do we have an issue? You know what I mean? I'm confused here. Like, you said no issue, but it looks like we have an issue. So fast forward to December, he makes another tweet about me. "Yo, COD community guys, let's get SBMM addressed. Talk about it in your vids. OG guys, sure thing. Data guys, we'll go in depth and show how bad it is. Birdman, women are bad, LOL."
Finn is here.
Like the
He'll help us win this.
Once again, this doesn't even make sense because I literally made multiple videos and I've said in multiple videos how skill-based matchmaking is terrible and needs to be removed from the game. So it's a month later, this guy's still on my meat. I don't know what he wants from me. I still haven't said nothing to the guy. Like, I don't really care. I'm just trying to ignore it. Fast forward another month, we're now in January. I get a DM from someone. They link me the video. They say, "Hey, this guy's talking about you." So I'm like, okay. Click on the video. Of course, it's this guy's clip. So I'm like, okay, this is insane.
And I guarantee you, these jackasses who keep plugging their trader codes, get off the battle pass. These people are not even going to bring this up. They're not. I'm sorry, but they're not. They're shills. I bet you they won't even bring it up. But what about other big channels like Birdman? Bring it up? Nah, they've been exploiting it for a while. I mean, at least they're honest with it, but exploit the game, whatever. Make the 800th video about how women are bad, lol. Because, I don't know, some jerking off to LeBron James in high school and had a vendetta against women ever since. I don't know what happened there, man. Who hurt you? Who hurt you, Birdman?
So, it's now January, and this guy's still talking about me. So, if you have a problem, just say it, you know? We don't gotta lie about it. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna fix this problem, okay? So, let's break down a couple things that he said about me, right? Number one, he was mad that people weren't talking about this new change that Activision just made. Now, real quick, the change that he is talking about is how Activision now changed, like, the default settings on the game so that your data can't naturally be, like, pulled off the game. You have to, like, enable it in public. So what happened was, like, there was a bunch of, like, Call of Duty, like, stat tracking websites that people were, like, pulling up, like, Warzone streamers and stuff to see if they were, like, reverse boosting or whatever. And now, like, that doesn't exist anymore without you actually having to, like, actually pull it, you know what I mean? So, like, he's saying, like, Activision is, like, protecting them or whatever. So I guess he's calling myself and other people out to talk about this. So I don't play Warzone. When was the last video y'all saw with Warzone gameplay for me? I've played like 5 matches of Warzone since Cold War came out. Like, I don't really play Warzone anymore. I've never looked at any of those sites. Like, I don't really care about all that stuff, okay? Number 2, don't try to group me in with these people that literally get blown out to Activision, play the game, and get a creative code and stuff like that. I mean, if we look at your own Twitter in November of 2019, I think it burns some people up that I can come back to YouTube whenever, state my true opinion on COD, and see numbers on a 12-year-old inactive channel. Guys like myself, the Mark of J, Real Server
An elite order operative is on site.
100% real. So, I guess in 2019, you thought I was keeping it real. Something must have changed recently to make you have some sort of issue. But don't worry, I did my own investigation to figure it out. So, if we're gonna pull out some receipts, let's go ahead and do that real quick. Because y'all know, I'm the last person to be called an Activision. That's crazy to me that someone could even suggest. Y'all remember when I was literally Michael Condrey in World War II? Like, me and him were going back and forth talking shit. And then just tell like, I'm not calling out. Like, that's crazy. So,
Don't let them take the money.
4 years ago, that's the CEO.
Elite soldier, now on site!
Activision still found a way to mess it up. I'm tired of these developers lying. The final hope of the Infinity Ward developers slain by the map.
Take him down.
In on this. That was a terrible thing to say.
Clear the
And look,
first
this
order
is
out of the
5
hand.
years ago. Just Activision paying YouTubers to praise their games. I've been on this way for 5 years, bro. Like, I've been talking about it. Okay, cool. So we see what I've been doing the last 4 and 5 years. Let's go ahead and take a look at what you've been doing since you want to sit up there on your high horse and like call other people out. I'm sure your past videos must be going crazy, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at what you've been doing. I pulled up this channel. As
Let's
you can
drive
see,
the first order out of here for
Call
good.
of Duty polls. I see a lot of calling out of YouTube.
Most
A lot of red
east.
arrows
Fall
pointing
back
at
further
all
into
the
the
bad
mine.
stuff out there in Call of Duty. And you can see he's been on this grind, recently for sure. I gotta give a little bit of credit. It's hard to get on here and like tell you that Call of Duty sucks every single day. It's literally every day. It's like a new reason why COD sucks. I mean, but now once you go to about 3 years ago, you can see that the content's looking a little different. We got some
Need
like,
some room to
wrestling
operate if we're gonna
videos
get out of
and
here.
stuff.
Keep the power generators running so we can get those shield doors closed.
One of our agents just landed. Better than a dozen troops.
Call of Duty video mixed in here or there. I don't know. There's a lot more Friday than some ads going on. I don't know. Definitely not anything like. Here's one.
A first order
Yeah,
commander
not
has
really
arrived.
the same type of content. Definitely a new thing for me. I think the point is pretty simple, right? Okay, I'm not the one to call out about this, man. I've made my fair share of call outs to Activision and Call of Duty. And I will continue to do so as I see fit. And you are not in a position to be calling me out when you just started speaking on stuff like this a couple years ago. Now, point number 2, this is the juicy one, man. This is good. This is really the cherry on top, man. So, as you can tell by some of his remarks about me on Twitter and that clip, he's not really a fan of my content. It's fine. I understand. But basically, it seems to me that he has an issue whenever I say something negative about females, which is a little weird to me because you guys know me. Like, I'm all about equal opportunity. Alright, we roast everybody, man. OnlyFans girls, feminists, teens, simps, the whole package, man. We go at all 400 genders equally over here, man, okay? We don't pick and choose. But out of all of those groups, he only seems to specifically have an issue when I speak about women, which doesn't really make much sense to me because you guys know pretty much the only thing I say about the OnlyFans girls is they're living life on recruit difficulty. And do you disagree? I think it's pretty crazy that you can just like post some pics of ass on the internet and make thousands of dollars from it. Like, that's recruit if I've ever seen it. I mean, that's just my opinion though. But then I figured it out. Alright, this is how we solve the thing, okay? The second point of all those videos is, you know, after we address like how crazy it is, then we always say like, man, it's so pathetic that all these shits out here are like, making this possible by, you know, giving these girls all this money. Like, those are the true definition of like simp. Maybe. Like, that's basically like a summary of what we think about them because it just doesn't make sense, right? There's so much free content out there on the internet. Like, I just don't understand why people are dropping like hundreds of dollars on like OnlyFans. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Well, it turns out Blametruth himself is one of these pathetic simps. That's why this guy has such a problem with me. So let me show you this clip real quick.
Made it. I told you the first order would win today. Goodbye, Creighton. Let's get out of here.